Hey guys, so when I got the Galaxy Tab S9, I already knew from the start that I was going to be replacing my laptop with this tablet, and it was basically going to be my main device when I'm off the desk. So in this video, I'm going to be sharing the specific apps I use and how I use the tablet on my day-to-day activities like for school, for working an internship, and of course YouTube content creation. So, as I said before, I'm still a student, so I need a device that can keep up with my needs in university. That means it has to be portable enough for me to bring it from one building to the next. It also has to be small enough that it can fit on any size desk, as well as it has to give me a really good note-taking experience. So, the note-taking experience on this device has been really good actually. Because of that cross-platform syncing, I can actually view the notes that I take in class on my phone when I'm moving from one building to another if I want to check a note real quick. So there are two apps that I actually use for note taking recently. The first one is Samsung Notes, which is the native app on your device already. And the second one is GoodNote, which is something I've been experimenting with. So Samsung Notes is the best note taking app in my opinion for your Galaxy Tab S9. Firstly, because of what I previously said, because of the cross-device syncing. So if you have another Samsung device, you can easily pull up the notes you've taken in class on another device, as well as with the note-taking experience itself. So you are able to freely place an image on your pages and resize it any way you want. And on top of that, you can even write on top of the photo, so you can make your notes really customizable to the way you want. On top of that, Samsung Notes can even be used as a PDF reader, so you can even annotate your PDFs for class. You can even customize and design the page layout of your pages on Samsung Notes, so that means you can change the lines. You can even upload customized ones, so you can have custom templates, and you can even use photos as backgrounds for your pages. So if you pre-ordered the Galaxy Tab S9 like I did, you probably got a 1-year free subscription to GoodNote. That's something I chose to capitalize on and decided to actually experiment by using it. So one app that has been very helpful for my schoolwork is Canva. And I've actually been using this app for a long time on my computer, and when I downloaded it on my tablet, I thought that it was going to be buggy or not really well optimized for the tablet. But to my surprise, it was actually really good, and I had a really good experience using it on the Tab S9. I do want to note that this video is not sponsored by Canva, so these are all just my opinions and my experience using the app. So using Canva helped me make countless presentations, posters, and any creative work for school. So if I have any viewers out there who are students who just got a Galaxy Tab S9, maybe using Canva will really help you out in your schoolwork. So college classes still have not gone to full face-to-face, and I still have some classes that are taken online. So maybe some of you are wondering how the experience is using Zoom on the Galaxy Tab S9, and it's actually really good. So firstly, I don't need an external camera at all. I fully trust the front-facing ultra-wide camera of the Tab S9. It's wide enough that it can get me in the shot, and it's not in an awkward position when I have it on landscape mode. And this is also helpful because when I attend online class, I want to have a split screen view where Zoom is on the left and notes is on the right, so I can still take notes comfortably while I'm taking online class and the camera isn't in an awkward position. Okay, so here is a feature that I really love, and since this tablet is the only device I bring to school, it's also the tablet I use to make presentations and even do live presentations with. So when I go to class, using any Type-C hub, I can connect it to any monitor or projector in school and actually stream the display from my tablet onto the class monitor, so I can actually do a live presentation with just the tablet. And on top of that, the S Pen actually acts as a remote, so I can change the slides just using the S Pen. So with the S Pen, I can actually go forward or backward in my presentation and change the slides, and it acts as one of those PowerPoint remotes. And the only thing I do wish though was that you could have a pointer, but for what you get, it's definitely not a deal breaker for me. But basically, the button on the S Pen is really accurate, as well as the air actions to whatever function that you set them to. So how has this device performed in a more professional environment when working my internships? I had to do media work for a company, but also for another company, I was doing Google Sheets and Microsoft Excel work for them as well. So the apps that I mainly use for a more professional environment is Canva, as well as the Google Workspace, and of course Microsoft Workspace. I also do want to note that for anyone who pre-ordered the Tab S9, you get a 12-month free subscription to Microsoft 365. So the app versions of these softwares is not that much different from their desktop versions, but there is a little bit of UI difference. That's because they want it to be a little bit more tablet friendly. So if you're looking for a way to get a more friendly view of it, you can always open it on your browser and you get a more familiar view of that app. So I'm taking making content on YouTube a little bit more seriously now, and I want to make really good and informative videos for you guys, and this tablet actually helped a lot with that. So the Tab S9 has improved my productivity for YouTube. That's because of its portable size. I actually bring it everywhere now. I never leave the house without it. And that means I have no excuse not to write my scripts. So apps like Notion, Samsung Calendar, and Samsung Reminders help me keep my YouTube goals on track and help me see what videos need to be planned, what need to be scripted, what need to be edited, and what need to be filmed. So guys, productivity on this device is next level. My tech accessories video was actually edited purely on the Galaxy Tab S9 using apps like LumaFusion and CapCut. So of course, these video editing apps aren't as feature-packed compared to other pro apps such as Adobe Premiere Pro, Final Cut, DaVinci Resolve, and that can actually be a good thing because when you have this tablet, it's just a simple, easy editing software where you can make simple but really good videos. So I'll keep this portion short, but this device has been really good for travel. I love using this tablet because it's so portable, it's small, and it has a really nice screen. So for entertainment purposes as well, like watching Netflix, Disney Plus, HBO, it's really good and easy to use when traveling. So what I like as well compared to bringing a bigger laptop or a bigger tablet abroad is, of course, you can just whip this thing out, start working, or watch a quick video and pop it right back in your bag. I was even able to do all the productive work that I mentioned previously, all on a plain pull-out tray table. So that was really nice, being able to work while on a plane. Also, one quick thing that a lot of people might not agree with, but for the Ultra versions, I really did not like the ultra thin bezels. I know a lot of people really like them, but I found myself with my big hands, when I hold the tablet with one hand, my palms would accidentally input something on the tablet. So if I'm watching Netflix or something, it would exit out of the app or exit out of the show, and that was just a really big annoyance for me. I actually think the bezels of the Galaxy Tab S9 are pretty perfect. I can hold it and my palm won't accidentally press anything on the screen. Okay, so before I end this video, I just want to show you guys the accessories that I use with this tablet on a day-to-day basis. And the first one is a product you've seen in my last two videos, which is my Type-C hub by Basis. I think every Galaxy Tab user, especially if you're going to be replacing your laptop and using this as your main device, you need a Type-C hub because this is where you're going to be connecting all your accessories. This is where you're going to upload all your files onto your tablet. So stuff like USBs, hard drives, SD cards, they're all going to need a Type-C hub to be able to transfer data into your tablet. So I'm actually rocking two cases right now, and the first one is an unbranded third-party one that I got off of Shopee for a really cheap price. And I only use this if I know that for the majority of the day I'm going to be taking notes. So I really like this case because it provides an all-around protection for your device, and it also has an origami style cover on top of it, so you can use it in landscape or portrait mode, and you can even lay it flat on a table. So the second case that I use is the official slim keyboard cover case from Samsung, and I actually don't recommend you guys buy this. So if you got this for free with your tablet, then by all means please use it. It's a good keyboard for getting it for free, but it's not a good keyboard to buy. I actually recommend that if you absolutely need to buy a keyboard case for your tablet, then you should get the official standard keyboard case that comes with it. So this one has a trackpad and it's detachable, so it comes in two pieces. The slim keyboard case is just not worth the price. The build quality isn't worth it for that price, and the magnets aren't that strong, so when you close it, it actually shifts a lot, and I really worry about scratching my screen, which is why I bought the screen protector. And I really do suggest that if you're going to buy a keyboard case, just get the standard one. You get a trackpad and you get it detachable, so you technically don't need a second case for note taking. You can just take the keyboard part off. Another advantage of the standard keyboard case is the adjustable viewing angle. So that case comes with a stand for your tablet, and you can actually change the viewing angle compared to the slim keyboard case version, which only has one restricted viewing angle. And sometimes if I need it to go lower, it doesn't, and I actually do get strains on my neck. So if you're going to be buying a case, please just go with the standard keyboard case instead of the slim. So of course, there are limitations and restrictions when using your tablet as your main device and your laptop replacement. So the biggest limitation, I believe, of course, is app availability. So even though there is access to some pro apps such as Lightroom, LumaFusion, and even Adobe Photoshop Express, it still doesn't have the wide range of app availability that you would get compared to if you had a laptop or a desktop, for example. So if you have a heavier and more professional workload that you need from your device, then I suggest you don't get this one. You don't have access to Adobe Premiere Pro or DaVinci Resolve even. So another big limitation is of course app optimization. So a lot of us know that not a lot of apps are optimized really well on Android tablets. So for example, apps like Instagram, it looks kind of awkward, and even Facebook, the photos are so stretched out and so big. But I will say that this year it has gotten better, and a lot of apps are being more optimized now. So like Disney Plus, for example, before you could only use it in landscape when choosing your videos, but now they allow the screen to rotate when you have it in landscape. So I've seen some great improvements for app optimization, but it's definitely still not quite there yet. So if this is something that bothers you, then having a tablet like the Tab S9 might not be a good option for you. But of course, if you're willing to go through the workarounds, which is to use the browser of your tablet to open other apps, then this could definitely work for you. I do this for apps like Shopee, Lazada, Twitter, and even the Google Workspace. So stuff like Google Docs, Google Sheets, and Google Slides. And another limitation, of course, is the performance. This tablet is a really powerful device, but for some work that people might need, it might not be enough. So obviously you don't have access to the latest Ryzen or Intel CPU, and of course you're definitely not going to have access to the latest GPU. So if you're someone who does really heavy editing, then this device will probably not be enough for your workload, and I suggest that you stick with a laptop or a desktop even. So yeah guys, that was my experience using the Galaxy Tab S9 as my main device. Maybe this kind of setup won't work for some of you, but for me it definitely works. So does that mean that I'm going to be continuing using the Galaxy Tab S9 as my laptop replacement? And the answer to that is yes. But does that mean I'm never going to buy a laptop? Of course not. I still do like making tech review videos, and I do want to review laptops as well, and I'm just looking for one that I'll actually really need, and it's something that I hope would be part of my ecosystem. So something like the Samsung laptops, but I don't believe they're available here where I'm from. So until that happens, maybe I won't be buying a laptop anytime soon. I also want to apologize again for how long this video took. I've just been super swamped at school and busy with working my internships, but I really do promise on my spare time I'm working on endless ideas, scripting my videos as well, and it's just all a matter of actually filming them and editing them. So I have a lot of planned videos for you guys, and I'm going to get to that as soon as possible. So anyway guys, there's definitely potential for tablets to replace laptops, especially if you're someone like me who prioritizes portability and is willing to overlook the limitations that you have. Then you can do it as early as now. I'm actually using only a Tab S9. I don't have any other laptop with me when I go out of the house. The Tab S9 is my pure off-the-desk machine, but I think that it still can't convince everyone or even the majority to switch over from a laptop to a tablet. There's still a ton of things that tablets need to have in order to convince people that a tablet is the only device that you need when you're working off the desk, but I believe that it's really close already and we're almost there. So anyways guys, I hope you found this video helpful, and I hope you learned something new about your Galaxy Tab S9 that can help with your workflow. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye guys.